The man had just divorced his first love when he discovered that his girlfriend had blocked him. Seeing this, the man hurriedly called his assistant to ask about her, but unexpectedly learned that the woman's mother had just passed away. She had already resigned and chosen to go abroad. Upon hearing this, the man finally realized what a stupid thing he had done. It turned out that just a day before, the woman had gone to the marriage registration office, as agreed to get the marriage certificate with him, to fulfill her mother's last dying wish. However, she never got to see the man show up. The woman thought he was busy with work. She was just about to call him when she saw his first love, Anna, posting about their love on social media. That was when she realized the man had already married Anna before she could even question him. The man sent her a message saying that Anna was being forced by her family to get married, and he couldn't bear to see Anna marry just anyone, so he registered the marriage with her instead. But in just 3 days, he would be able to divorce Anna, and then he would marry the woman. His words made the woman feel like a complete joke. Ever since her mother's condition suddenly worsened a month ago, the woman had been trying to fulfill her mother's wish, constantly begging the man to marry her. However, every time she brought it up, the man would say that his first love needed him for something, and they'd get married another day. By the time her mother passed away, the woman still hadn't fulfilled her last wish. Thinking that the man had once treated her mother sincerely, the woman originally wanted to tell him about her mother's passing, but over the phone, she heard Anna asking the man to help her zip up her dress. At that moment, the woman realized that perhaps in the man's eyes, she had become an obstacle to his reunion with Anna. So the next day, the woman went to the company to resign, but the man mysteriously called her into his office. The colleagues, who didn't know her true identity, began to gossip when they saw this, thinking that she was the mistress the man kept behind Anna's back. When she entered the office, faced with the man's sudden warmth, the woman instinctively stepped back. Seeing this, the man hurried to explain that he hadn't done anything beyond friendship with Anna, and that in just 2 days, he'd be divorced from Anna, after getting the marriage certificate with her. Then, they would go visit her mother together, thinking of their 7-year relationship. The woman initially softened a little, but the next second, Anna called again, and the man didn't hesitate at all. He left the woman immediately to go to Anna. Seeing that, the woman completely gave up and directly submitted her resignation letter. According to the company policy, she would officially leave 3 days later. After that, the woman went to her mother's grave. She poured out her grievances to her mother and confessed her guilt toward her, and made up her mind to leave the city 3 days later. Meanwhile, when the man returned home and found her gone, he panicked and kept calling her. He didn't know how many calls went unanswered before the woman returned home with an indifferent face. After learning that she had gone to see her mother, the man finally relaxed. Then he handed her a box. Inside was a diamond ring. For a moment, the woman remembered the past. When the man was struggling, he had sworn that when he succeeded, he would buy her a big diamond ring and propose to her. But at this point, the woman no longer needed it. She directly handed the ring back to him. Seeing this, the man hurriedly said that they could register their marriage tomorrow. Hearing that, the woman didn't respond. She only said she was tired and wanted to sleep, but the man accused her of being unreasonable and claimed that he and Anna weren't intimate. The next second, Anna appeared in sexy pajamas, holding onto the man's arm, and told him to come back to the room like a hostess. The man quickly explained that he only slept on the couch, but the woman didn't care where he slept. She went straight to her room to pack her things. Seeing that she was really leaving, the man didn't stop her anymore. Instead, he swore to her again that after tomorrow, he would completely cut ties with Anna lie after lie from the man, made the woman utterly disgusted. She didn't say another word and turned to leave. The next day, when the woman went to hand over her work, she noticed her colleagues were looking at her strangely. The next second, she saw Anna taking the nameplate from her desk and replacing it with her own. It was obvious Anna came to the company to show off the man's affection and make everyone believe the woman had been his mistress. The woman had already planned to leave that day. She couldn't be bothered to argue with Anna, but everyone thought she was guilty because the man's wife had come to confront her. Just then, Anna suddenly found the woman's design drawings. Since Anna was utterly useless, she couldn't tell if the design was good or bad, and immediately insulted it as trash, unaware that the design had already won an award 2 years ago. The more Anna spoke, the more excited she became, and even tore the design apart. When the man saw this, he immediately asked what was going on, but the woman was exhausted and no longer wanted to talk to him. The next day, when the woman arrived at the airport and turned on her phone, she found it flooded with messages from the man. Seeing this, the woman felt no attachment at all and blocked and deleted all his contacts. Meanwhile, the man who had just forced Anna to divorce still confidently thought the woman would be happy because of it, that with just one call, the woman would come back to marry him. But he discovered she had blocked him. The man immediately had a bad feeling. He quickly called his assistant to ask if the woman was still working at the company, only to learn that she had already resigned. At that moment, the man seemed to realize something. Then the assistant said that because of her mother's death, the woman decided to quit and leave the city. Her flight had already taken off an hour ago.